Hello? Welcome in, everyone. Happy Saturday. How is everyone doing today? Hello, Frazzle. Congratulations on being the first to arrive. Sapling, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Guess I can, like, flop here, huh? Hey, it's my face. Congrats on your sapling. Hey, Mount Runner, welcome in. Mermaid, how are you doing? Lots of chatter. Elena, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Whale, it's lovely to see you. That was weird. I clicked on something. Mel, welcome in. For those of you who do not know Mel, and or Mel, they are an awesome streamer here on Twitch, and you should check them out. Stay Stray Sarah. Sarah, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Tonya and Grace too. How are you all doing? If you don't know Grace, they're also an awesome streamer here on Twitch. And Fungore, welcome in too. How are you doing? Oh, and Sneakers, how are you doing? So how is everyone doing today? We are going to be checking out a 1.6 alpha. Ooh, Anna, thank you so much for the resubscription. Welcome back to the stack for the, is that third month? Thank you so much. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. So we're going to be checking out the new 1.6 update. I have been told to say that it is not feature complete, so it's not going to have everything, and it might have some bugs and glitches. But hopefully we'll get to see some pretty cool stuff. Let me actually go back over here to starting. There we go. Okay, so I've already got it open. And I have not opened it yet. I was told not to until I do it live on stream. So I don't know anything about what's going to be in here. I have some notes that tell me like specific things to look out for, so we'll try and go out of our way to do those. But other than that, let's go ahead and take a look at things that are going on here, huh? So I wonder, first of all, if there's going to be a new, what do you call it? Easter egg on the home screen, which is kind of why we're starting here. Oh, and 937, welcome in. When you get the mushroom cave or fruit cave, it's after 15,000. Oh, 25,000. I'm sorry, Elena knows better than me. Who gave it to me? I got an email. I can't say more than that. All right, so let's do the ones that we know exist. So the alien. We've got the Junimos. The birdies. Which one's the other one? I almost never do this one. You click one of the buttons, right? One? Oh, the W? There it is. Yay, butterflies. I always forget about that one. Hey, Not Sunny Day. And hi, Ice Bear IRL. Welcome in. How are you doing today? You made 22, so you're close. We're checking out the new 1.6 update, Sunny. It's not publicly released yet, but I have permission to stream a little bit of it. Arlen, welcome in. How are you doing? You should have pulled an April Fool's prank with the sneakers redeem. The next person who redeems this will be banned for 30 minutes. That would have been pretty funny, actually. I don't really pay much attention to April Fool's Day. People do make some funny jokes sometimes, and I see them on like Reddit and Twitter. The W? Huh? Yeah, I got it. It just took me a while. I forgot where it was. I don't do these very often. All right, where do you guys think another one would be? So it's not on here. Like maybe one of these other edges. We're not going to search forever. I'm sure the code people will figure it out really quick when the update actually comes out. Just annoy your Discord server with a fake ping. Oh, that's the best thing you can do, though. Sorry, I got a notification on Discord. I want to make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay, where do you think we click? Alt F4? I don't think that one's it. Good try, though. Almost got me. Hey, Prismetric, welcome in. How are you doing? If you ask nicely. What about the clouds? Oh, they are moving though, so it'd be kind of hard. You just try to like rapidly click them or try to move them. Maybe it's if you click the exit button. That probably just closes the game, right? I'm doing well, Prismetric. I hope you're doing well too. Maybe it's like the stars. Those are static, right? So it would kind of make sense. Like a few times. It would give me feedback, right? It's like this little guy hanging down here. Maybe try like moving them by clicking on them. No. Whoop. Not yet. I was trying to see if I could grab and like move the boxes maybe. Well, I clicked on everything I thought I could. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there anything else I should try here that's not gonna close out of the game? Y-E-L. We clicked on all the things already. Maybe like trying to move them. Hey Skelly, welcome in. How are you doing today? If we like follow the S, the square on the top right, the one that makes it full screen? No, that's gonna mess up my streaming. Hi Skelly, welcome in. Click sneakers. Bink, bink, bink. Unfortunately, it's not working. Mio. Oh, y'all. We have new emotes. Onion provided us with new emotes. Look at them, they're so cute. This is Fiddlehead. And, ooh. You have a hard time believing that I have new emotes? They're new, look at them, they're so cute. The alien square off the screen? What alien square? Is that me? Are you talking about me? Yeah, and butt meat is now a butt meat is now a follower emote. So if you're a follower, you can use butt meat. I had to make room for the other emotes. All right, I don't think we're gonna find this. It might not be implemented yet, and also I just might not be able to easily find it. We'll find out as well. If you click on the 7TV thing, oops, that's the mod log button, and then you click to the Twitch section, so there's like a bunch at the top, you can go to your emotes. I've acknowledged your doubts, Elena. I mean, it's an unfortunate day that this is happening on, obviously. It's gonna seem like this is fake, but this is 1.6 as far as I'm aware. I had to download it and extract it and everything. So we're gonna see how things go. Yeah, I also do not like the new 7TV update. I wish it was like it defaulted to Twitch and then you could easily switch to 7TV. Or at least that was an option. If that was an option, I'd like it a lot more. Okay. So, let's see here. Oh, Brittany, welcome in, and thank you so much for stopping by today. For those of you who do not know Brittany, excuse me, I just burped. For those of you who do not know Brittany, they are a wonderful streamer here on Twitch. If you want to be cozy, you should go check them out. 7TV's April Fools. Oh, I'm gonna keep mine off by default, I think. If you guys want to check out the emote sounds, feel free to do so, but it seems like a lot. You got a dino egg from fishing. Congratulations, 937. Okay, are we ready to dive into this here? All right. Okay, so I was told to start a new game and to make sure not to skip the intro. I guess for name, I'll just go with something normal. Be Stanley. What should our farm name be, everyone? Hey, NDV, welcome in. Fool's Farm, Fence Farm. I saw Booba first. Booba. Iceland. Iceland's a good name, huh? There's a lot of Booba, so we're gonna go with Booba. All right, and what should our favorite thing be? It can't also be Booba. Booba in all caps. All right, I can make that work. There we go, Booba. Iceland in all caps for our favorite thing. You know what? Not surprising. All right, what animal should we have? Cat or dog, and what type? And also what farm? So we gotta leave this button on. I live in Iceland. We all do. Mel, we all do. Oh, yes. Taito, Noctis, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Night Farm, German Shepherd, dog, horse. Horse is kind of tough. Yeah, we'll go with the German Shepherd then. I think that was the first one I saw. And the Riverland Farm. Well, luckily we're not going to be playing this much. I wouldn't want to have a long time on the Riverland Farm. All right, we can take a look and see if there's anything that's changed in the options menu here. Community Center bundles still just remixed. Mine rewards still just available remixed. Profit margins all the same. I was kind of hoping there'd be like a 150 profit margin or something like that, or like 125. Oh yeah, we hit Michigan a while ago, like 2 streams ago, or maybe it was last stream. I can't remember. You've been kicked out of Michigan. Why would you do that? It's storming like crazy. I got the weirdest thunder last night. It was so loud. It like shook my whole house. It was pretty crazy. Yeah. Well, Mermaid, I was told specifically not to skip the intro, so I think something in it got updated. So we'll have to see. Okay, all multiplayer is the same. We're not going to do multiplayer. Seed is still available. You almost got a tornado. Oh, geez, that's scary. You guys in Iowa? I know there was a tornado in Iowa. Was it more of the Midwest, too? Rip Onion. What's wrong with Onion? Oh, for Argentina. Onion added that, so... would you be able to tell the difference from the intro? I mean, I've seen it before, so I imagine I'd be able to tell the difference. Cuteness, thank you so much for the follow. I don't know why it's not sending you a follow alert. Hopefully that will come up soon. Okay, like all... Oh, South got hit by tornadoes as well. Yeah, I heard about Iowa. Iowa had some videos out of a really pretty tornado. An unfortunately pretty tornado. I didn't hear about all the way down in Georgia, Alabama. Tennessee, too. Wow. That was a big storm. It's snowing a bit. It's raining here. It's like depressingly rainy. It has been for like the last few days here. All right. So I think we're ready to go here. So let's see if anything's changed about this intro, because I was told to look out for something that might be different in it. Arkansas had a few as well. Interesting. That must have been a really big storm. Okay, let's see. Wait. Is that a real bed? Wait, that's not the pathetic thing it was before. Hey, Sass Proggy, welcome in. I missed the beginning. Nothing that we saw, Sass. Oh, jeez. Oh, let's stop the music just in case there's any special sound effects so we can hear it. Oh, I should be reading as Grandpa's voice. There will be a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before the growing emptiness. Grandpa's real poetic, isn't he? When that happens, my boy, you will be ready for this gift. Now let Grandpa rest. Sorry, I had to switch tabs really quick. There we go. What the hell was Grandpa doing with his hand? I didn't notice. I was looking at the bed. We can watch back the VOD later. See if we missed anything. Okay. Does this look different too? There's something about this that looks slightly different to me. I can't tell though. Hey Kiyun, welcome in. Seems the same to me. Oh. Right. Dear Stanley. How did I do Grandpa's voice a second ago? If you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Booba Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. Yes, is Lewis still alive to say hi to the old guy for me, will you? Wait, I said that wrong. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me. Hey, Stardew guy. Yes, I can see your chat messages. All right, let's go ahead and click here.
But Stanley thought he
But what
was
the
not
heck?
yet ready for this Stardew Valley. After all, there was still so much work to be done. He put away the letter and got back to his steadily growing list of things to do. It would be a while until he would think of the letter again, and it would be sparked by one peculiar morning when Stanley noticed all of his co-workers had gone.
Okay. Oh, I can move. Huh. We're 3D now. That's pretty crazy. Hmm. Hold on 1 second here. Gotta check something. Okay. So must be Joja's facilities. Kind of a big departure from the game. Ooh, balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Huh.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece. That's a lot of lore. Hmm. Well, let's go on here. I guess we're going to a meeting of some kind. There's a balloon in that chair.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which way should we go, chat? What bucket, Mel? Right? Right? All right, we're all saying right, so let's go right. Let's go against
This was
what
not the
it said.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Huh. It's a Jojo Cola machine. Hey, Jake, welcome in. How are you doing? Do
But
the
eager to
opposite
get
what he
back to
said.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Go opposite, you said, Jake? Okay, we'll go opposite. So don't go left here. Okay, keep going straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, at this point, I think we're trying to leave, right? So we probably shouldn't listen to what the narrator says. Okay. Huh. I don't know how much health I have. I don't know if I can survive that drop. Arlen's saying jump off. What do you guys think?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
He's a little
Good
dark.
job, Stanley.
Insert
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
All right. Oh, okay. I guess we get to start again from the intro here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Pick up the bucket. Oh, this is a bucket. That's weird.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Okay, new item added. Bucket. That's good. Don't drop it. I don't think I can.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
All right, should we follow what he's telling this time or go right again? You can now milk more cows. Milk the cows. True, true. Go right again? All right, let's go right again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Okay.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
the bucket
this
guides
than
us.
The meeting room?
The
Yes,
bucket
Stanley
guides
thought to
us.
himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Yeah, Grace, it's perfect. They give us a bucket this time.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Do we want to go back to the meeting room? See what's going on there, maybe? Or should we try to not jump off this time the other way? Meeting room? All right, meeting room is first. Let's head this way.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
There is an elevator here. Do we want to try taking the elevator? Or do we want to go all the way to the meeting room? Get on the elevator? Elevator. Okay, let's see where this goes. Oh, down we go. The bucket could never be wrong. Dink donk.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
This is
You
odd.
see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much.
Interesting.
It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Interesting.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
No idea, Sapling. I feel like I missed some backstory here. Maybe there was some lore in the other directions you were supposed to go to first. I kind of like this broom closet, though. Feels safe in here. Maybe we should just chill out here for a minute. It seems nice. I know, right? Mallory, it's crazy how much got added. And this is just the intro. Who knows what's going to happen when we get back to the valley. Or get to the valley, I guess would be the right way to put it. Alright. Nothing seems to be happening, weirdly. Why is there a giant baby? It's... okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll follow this yellow line here. Doesn't seem like there's much else we can do.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
I don't see any clock moving, though, Mermaid, so I have no idea if the time's even moving right now. Maybe because we're in, like, the intro, it won't actually pass us out when we hit 2 a.m. Okay, follow the line. Well, it looks like we're back in the office area now.
This is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. It feels like Concerned Ape's like making a meta commentary joke about content about this game, which is surprising because there isn't that much content about the game. Keep the bucket? I don't know if I have a choice, Mel. If I have to go to Stardew Valley, I might have to give up the bucket. Alright, we'll see. We'll see what the options are when we get there. There might not be options. How is the line even painted on this? This is a grate.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Wow,
I
this is
think it'll
elaborate.
make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I don't think I'm ready.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
Is there a button to turn it off?
I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say
can't go
that
back,
about?
Anna.
The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want.
The fans don't want me to. Oh, God. This is pretty intense for Stardew Valley. Jeez. What the heck?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
I did die earlier, Sapling, so that might count toward it. When is the Omnigamba? We have to get to the valley first, and then we also have to get statues of Misfortune, so that might take a while. Oh, okay. So we're back here then. All right. I guess we can keep going.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That was pretty intense.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Can I turn this computer on? Oh, what the heck? Hey, Pink Puff, welcome in. I can get up here. I didn't know Stardew was a game that could have parkour. I don't think there's a jump button. Whoa, what the heck?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Okay, I guess it was planned for.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
It's very
So, now that
white.
you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh, we can choose. What do you think, chat? Are we sick of the gag yet or not? No, not sick of it yet.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
That's some really deep moral questions there.
Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration?
Everyone's just
And
saying no.
Rich, perhaps you've just played the other option.
I can't click
and
it
now
anymore.
You've come to see what happens in this one.
So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
I don't know if I'm allowed to leave here. Sit forever? I don't know if that would be a good idea. There is no hope. There is no hope. We're stuck here. Oh, I can sit. Yeah, I can sit. So, how's everyone doing today? We're actually about to have an ad in about 30 seconds, so I apologize for that. Yeah, we can sit here for 999 hours and see if anything changes. Hey, Cork, welcome in. How are you doing? Sit for ad? I guess we could, huh? Are you stacking 999 endings? I don't even know. I mean, they're not endings, Pink Puff. We're just trying to get back to Stardew Valley right now. There's got to be a way out of the JoJo facility, right? We're kind of hoping it's going to happen now, but we'll see if it actually happens. Stack 999 buckets? Yes, please. Maybe buckets will be stackable in this update, Sapling. Maybe that was a hint. But I can just buy them, so it's not a big deal. Hey, Glowbean, welcome in. We're playing Stardew Valley. We're stuck in the intro still. The 1.6 update added some stuff to the intro, it looks like. It made the game 3D, which is pretty weird. The Oja facility. Good roll. Oh, by the way, there's a new thing. Whoops, misclicked. We added a new command, I think. I forgot what it was called. I think it's, like, stacked? No. Yeah, I forget what it's called. It lets you see what % stacked you are today, or how stacked you are today. Oh, what happened? Oh, we're back at the start. Weird. I guess that was just it for that one. Stack check. That's it. It's stack check.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That doesn't feel like it's the way out. Let's keep going. Hey, the buckets. Oh, yeah, we didn't destroy the bucket. That's right. Eh. Nice store.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
yeah,
but it
didn't
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Let's leave the bucket this time. What do the balloons say? They say, "Happy 12th birthday, stepniece." I assume it's some kind of inside joke that I'm not privy to, because I don't understand it. Don't leave the bucket? Take the bucket? Okay, we'll take the bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Okay, we've got a support bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
All right. Left or right? Are we still going right, or still right? Okay, still right. We can't listen to what the narrator's saying, huh?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Let's actually go straight this time. I think I want to see what's across this gap here,
said the bucket.
What?
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
All right, we're going to listen to the bucket.
Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay, we got to listen to the bucket, right, chat?
Why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
All right. We're here.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
It's not very dark.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
I mean, I don't have any other options, do I? All right, let's go in the room. Oh, that room's dark. That must be it. Room's like very dark. Okay. I'll listen to the bucket. Oh.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket.
I feel like
pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
I feel like the bucket's being kind of rude, huh? Yeah, Drew, this is the intro to 1.6 on Stardew. I was told to look at the intro. I wasn't expecting it to be this involved. Can I unplug the bucket?
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is
What?
comedic timing?
Uh,
What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last?
no,
How
Tonya.
can
I
it
just
be
went with
used to
the name
effectively
Stanley.
silence your
it's a
political
normal name.
enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Awesome.
To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
Hey, Joe, welcome
Speak
in.
the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
All right, you
now.
ready, chat? I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
I don't want to peek my
An
mic, Farley.
effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles.
Maybe that's the war
All
Ken
of us
said.
must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them.
Some lore drop on the
Godspeed,
war.
and may
Interesting.
Earth reign supreme.
Wasn't expecting a lore drop on the war.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Can I plug the phone back in? Oh, okay. So 937, yes, it's available on Discord. It's pinned in the Stardew Valley challenge run questions, I think. Somewhere around there. I guess we're going all the way back.
I can feel it.
Wait, there's a fence
This
here.
time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous.
Oh,
How
Joe,
absurd.
we're
What a
this is Stardew
hilarious
1.6.
concept. The king of
This is the
comedy.
intro.
That's what you'll call me.
It's pretty
Thank
crazy.
goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now.
So much added.
Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
I guess we're going back. I don't think there's any choice in the matter. Yeah, we started the intro, and Grandpa's bed was, like, normal, which was really surprising. And then as soon as we finished the note, instead of, like, going to Stardew Valley, we put the note away and said we were going to continue working. But all of our coworkers disappeared. We're trying to figure out what's going on. And hopefully, maybe at the end of this, we'll eventually get to Stardew.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Do we want to just go exactly back the way we came? All right. I want to go back the way we came. That sounds funnier. Oh, what? Okay.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
Hey, Cookies.
There was supposed to be a build-up to this
It is.
point.
It's weird,
a dramatic
but it is.
display of remarkable comedic wit, which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready?
All right.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of
Try
2
it
open
again.
doors,
Take 3.
they entered the door on the left.
All right, let's try this. Oh.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
What? The same thing happened, and then it cut me
Here
off.
we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay, let's try it again. Hey, Spid Yarns, welcome in.
What? We're back at the phone already?
Oh, you can wreck a game. That's fine. Oh, okay, wait. It looks like we don't have a choice.
Here we go. You ready?
I guess we'll go
when
left.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
All right, I guess we'll go left this time.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly.
Ooh, this is the
There's no
meeting
way
room.
I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh, we got kicked out again.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
Wait, why are we getting credits? This isn't the end of the game, is it?
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so...
Huh. Yeah, I guess we're back at the start then.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Oh, interesting.
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Yeah, there's nothing on the computer screen. Maybe we should, like, stay, though. Do we really need to go to Stardew Valley? We could just, like, stay here forever. Phone doesn't work, unfortunately, Whale. Nah, let's go. Maybe the bucket's the problem. Maybe we have to, like, learn how to let go and not take the bucket. What do you guys think? Or do we still have to take the bucket? I'm gonna try without the bucket this time. We'll see what happens. Too bad, Mallory.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do we want to still go right? I feel like we did a lot of things going right already. Next quest is to build a coop. Copium. Go right? Okay, we're still going right, I guess.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room,
it is a
Stanley
pretty
for
room,
the first
isn't
time understood true happiness.
I kind of like it a lot.
Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
Nice. Let's keep going.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I want to go back here. I feel like without the bucket, it might be different.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Right, maybe we should try the phone again.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
we tried that,
investing
mermaid. It
your
kills
trust
you.
in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Whoa.
Please, stop trying to...
What? Really?
It fell.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
All right, chat. Red or blue? Blue. Blue. Okay, let's try blue. Everyone's saying blue.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm still seeing blue in chat, so we should probably still be doing blue here.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Hey, DMNC. Oh, there's a blue door. Blue, blue, blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map. Because you were never supposed to be here in the first
we did know
place.
it was an alpha,
Broken
so...
rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Dang.
Because this is what you wanted to see.
Daddy's mad.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
We have
Work
skill
with me.
trees
You've
already.
given me absolutely nothing so far.
They're not very in-depth, though.
Tell you
They could
what.
use more.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we
Ooh.
go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay. So, I guess we'll go down here. Doesn't look finished yet, but...
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest.
All right.
I'm looking for some real critical
What number
feedback
should we
here.
pick here? What do you guys think about the third choice? 1 through 5. 5? Okay, 5. 5? All right, 5. Having a third choice adds a lot to the game.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Seems like a lot of
Here,
work to do
based
that,
on the
Mermaid, but it
data
might
from
be
your
the case.
previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. There's a leaderboard now for the game. I think that person cheated. Only 3% of players chose the blue door. Good job, chat. You're the worst. I am the worst player worldwide. Chat, we really messed it up, didn't we? Error friends list empty. Okay. Let's try going through this door again. Let's see what's here now.
Now,
Oh,
would
we
you
came from
say
the other
that
way.
competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
You're right, Mal. All right, what do you guys think? Adding the leaderboard, how did that add to the game? This is probably Concerned Dave trying to get feedback on this new intro. So, okay, you didn't like the leaderboard? All right, we're gonna go with a 1 then.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Maybe we're testing Haunted
You wouldn't mind
Chocolatier.
taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will
Can
really
we just turn
take
them into
notice.
doves? I like
But
that
of course,
sapling.
the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I don't think I have 4 hours today. Kind of an annoying button sound, I feel like. Well, we could turn the baby into a dove if we had a prismatic shard. Kind of a weird early build of Haunted Chocolatier. Not at all what I was expecting. See how close we can get the baby to the fire. Hey! Very close, as it turns out.
You heartless bastard.
Whoa.
Did you do it because you hate
Jeez,
babies
CA.
or purely
Calm
to
down.
spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
I think we got the bad
since
ending.
my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain?
Oh.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I guess we're playing a different game now? Oh. Wait, I know this.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is
This
about,
is the
Stanley?
Fire Hut
What's our
game or whatever,
backstory?
right?
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Huh.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Huh. It feels weird to have a different game inside of a game, right? But I trust Concerned Dave. Dude knows what he's doing. We'll see what we're up to. How do I get down? Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay. We can crouch. No jump button, though. That's kind of annoying. Looks more like Stardew Valley now. I mean, outside in general looks more like Stardew Valley. I think we're still in Joja Corporation, though, which is kind of creepy to think about. Still 3D.
Oh, no.
Maybe this is Stardew
No,
Valley.
no, it can't be.
Huh. We can go anywhere we want. It's
It
pretty
is.
open.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
Oh,
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions.
Ooh, there's a
no
gap in the
path
wall
to
over there.
follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
I need
Let's
to
find another
mention
game.
this texture
Preferably
here.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I can't get out. No, if I crouch.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Wait, what?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
This is
Just
Rocket
a
League.
nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Huh.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes.
We'll see.
I think surely we must. Okay,
Sports ball
Stanley,
time.
Here's the ball. Have fun.
Oop. All right, where should I score? Or try to score on? Orange or blue? You need more balls?
Are you doing it? Are you winning?
Score
Is
on
this
blue?
fun?
Okay.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Ooh, a second ball.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing,
Welcome
doesn't
back,
it?
Sonny.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
Oh god, I'm so bad.
Balls.
I'm so bad. Oh man, there's so many balls. Goal.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this
Hey,
a
Axolotl
real
Man.
video
We're playing
game?
Stardew
Well, I
1.6.
sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your
Oh.
little fun comes
Aw.
to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games
Yeah,
are
we're still in
nothing.
the
Yes,
intro.
that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm
Oh.
leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
I guess we're stuck here. It looked like the balls went down somewhere though, so maybe we can just jump down. We'll see.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh gosh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Well now, if we weren't in the back rooms before, we certainly are now. Oh, I just fell. Whoops. Oh, this is a little creepy. Wait, I know this. Huh. This is where we make the choice, so back this way is our office, I guess? I think it's the Joja Corporation, Axolotl. That's what it seemed to imply from the intro. We're stuck inside there. That's our office, right? 427. I mean, I don't think Morris is in charge. I just think he's more like a high-level boss. Huh. Doesn't seem to be anything I can do here. Nothing's through there. All right, we can go back, I guess. See what else is through here.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the
I don't think so, some random teen.
That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
I think he hired a
Once
voice actor.
Ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
This is very creepy.
I can wait.
Gods, he can wait. I don't think I can, Pink Puff. But next time we play, I'll write it down and make sure to add it. Wait. This is different. This is the office I started in, but this room is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I am terrified. I'm going to take the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
I need my emotional support
never
bucket.
Be alone again. Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
Okay. Oh, we're here already.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Are we back to normal now? Left? I saw left first. Let's try left this time. We went through the meeting room earlier, and I don't think it looked like this. Need more planks. Always. Interesting. Produce one plank. Allow ease of access past fence. This feels very Stardew. Construct a bridge to allow the collection of shiny float. Maybe that's a new resource in 1.6. Retrieve Chris's remains from the warehouse floor. Might be a new NPC, but I hope not, because it doesn't sound like they did very well. Construct a new structurally sound bridge. Maybe that's like the quarry bridge. Maybe this is like foreshadowing for it. Somewhere both red and blue. Gotta collect them all. Interesting. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize the resources to achieve the retrieval. I guess there's bobbleheads in the game now, like collectible ones. Is what I'm gathering from this. Trust the completionist instinct. I need to frame this and put it on my wall. Don't worry, you don't have to tell me twice. Alright, let's see if we can find them all. Something about this place feels so comforting. I like want to go inside and never leave. What do you guys think? Go in? Okay.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
There's duct tape in here. Hey, Hey, Wrath of Kathy. We're working through the intro right now. We started out, the intro started normal, except Grandpa's bed was like fixed up. But as soon as we opened the letter, it like started us in this weird office place. It feels like we have to try and maybe escape from it to get back to the Stardew Valley. All right, let's see if we can manage that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
All right. Maybe we can see who's in charge of Joja. Ooh. Oh, look how nice this bathroom is. What the heck? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Extreme bathrooms. This is a nice bathroom. I think I can still go down, Mermaid. Oh, now I can't. No, Fun Gore. We're checking out the 1.6 update, so we're not going to do the 999 stream today. Oh, we can go in here? I don't think this is the office, though. Okay, doesn't look like the elevator's working. Whose marriage room was the bathroom? I know. Axolotl, is that the first bathroom in Stardew Valley? I think it might be. That's pretty crazy to think about.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
Sapphire.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh,
nor in
that's
his
a
bliss
massive
of simply
keypad.
being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Well, that was
But
easy.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all
Oh,
along?
it's dark.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
This room looks a lot less nice than the last one we were in. Doesn't look like we have a choice. Ooh, it lights up. I should have put in 999. Didn't even think to.
The elevator raced down.
I doubt he'd add something for that,
plummeting
though.
towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
I'm so glad I brought the bucket.
For you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Ooh. Sparky. Now this is what I expected a JoJo workshop to look like. Wait, what?
A large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I don't know, chat. Do we want to go into the mind control facility, or do we want to try to escape? We're trying to escape, right? Escape? I'm worried. Okay, maybe we can get to Stardew Valley. Let's see. Let's go to escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I don't trust this narrator. I trust the bucket.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
That looks very dangerous. Is that something we want to do? Ooh. What do you guys think, chat? We could still go back. We want to jump down here? We died last time we jumped down something. All right, let's go. I can't see the bucket anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. Oh, here we go. Oh, we didn't die. That's good, I guess. Ooh. Kind of stuck here. Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use
I
is
can't
a
make it.
sense of
It's not letting
ease
me jump.
when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Okay, I can't jump.
Farewell,
I can't move out of here at all. Well, I guess we'll have to just restart then. Wait, what?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
What about me? Whoa. The buckets? I still have the bucket, Sonny.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Wait, where's the bucket? Oh no. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like the bucket, human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void, but through the use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history, the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and, whoops, and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? Okay, let's find out what's here.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
No, it's going. It's going forever. Wait, I might be able to get up to it if I find the way up there. Let's see the anatomy of the bucket really quick. This bucket has 2 handles. 2 dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. 2 handles. Yeah, that'd be too much. I understand why. 25 buckets. I think this is more than 25. Infernal bucket. It drove dozens of nations to war with another for control of it. Billions died, and in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. I can't pick this one up. I guess we'll go this way. The stress analogy of a bucket. Presented without commentary. It looked like 25 to you? Okay. There's clearly only 3 buckets. Ooh, primordial cave paintings of buckets. We know that buckets predate the existence of mankind. We do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already been likely around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of such treasures. Even the deer are using the bucket. Amazing. It doesn't look like I can go that way.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between the bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitability, is for our own good. We have to get the bucket. Get the bucket! Wait. I got the bucket!
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh, whoa.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The
I don't
bucket
want to
should take
die.
its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision for...
Ooh. Huh. The bucket got crushed too, though. I tried to throw away the bucket. It wouldn't let me save it. Okay. So we're back at the start then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can go back to the broom closet. Okay, we can't go without the bucket, though.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Let's try out the broom closet again. Here's the meeting room. Ugh. I haven't found any yet. I wonder where they are.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
You know what? I don't
But
think
alas,
anything's going to happen,
no
unfortunately.
stickers.
Mermaid said to go down, huh?
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Let's try going down. See what happens.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
We found one. Ooh, is there a note here? Wait, I can read this. Oops, sorry with the mic. Cool drawing of a cat on the motorcycle. Looks like two people passing notes about something. That's pretty sweet. Alright, let's see what's over here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Haven't we been here before?
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
Where'd my bucket
Who knows
go?
What sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Wait, what?
Oh, gracious.
Wait, why am I in the air?
Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
I'm floating.
It? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket.
Oh my God, there's so many buckets!
None of them were his. None of them were his special
Where's
bucket.
my bucket?
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Joja Cola. No. Hey, Vicky, welcome in. No, we're doing a 1.6 update. This is part of the intro.
Of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what the heck? I guess her name got changed.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Wait, what the heck?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
I did bring the bucket.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Okay. Let's try that again, I guess.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
We need the bucket. We need the bucket.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I think there is Mermaid. I don't know where it is, though. Or it might be missing, because that would be probably smart for it to do. 413, 412, 411. Maybe it'll be through here. Okay, we already read all those. Room closet. I don't know where the room is, then.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to
we
the
already
boss's
went down,
office.
So yeah, let's try going up this time. Pretty sure that bucket has made me cry. It's making me cry right now. Yeah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Lots of meme numbers. All right. I guess we have to go to the mind control facility now and see what that's about. It's not surprising that Joja's into mind control. Not surprising at all. Maybe we can, like, shut it down or something? Escape did not work last time.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
All right, let's see.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Peyton, welcome in. Yeah, 1.6 is looking intense. all this in the intro. I can't wait to see how the game changes. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Welcome back to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. Yeah, this is definitely the first playthrough. I haven't touched it yet. Cameras.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Where's 404? 404 is right there. See if it turns on the camera again. Yeah, so 404 looks like it's a real room. 427 is us, right? Yeah, so we'd be right there. So many employees. What's this do? That's an exit button, right?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
We have 10 hearts with the bucket. We can do romance now.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded
Creepy.
from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Yeah, bucket, let's
Two
do it.
best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Let's do it. Okay. So we're going to shut down the system, right? Hey, Samantha, welcome in. Right, let's do it.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
We're going to go to
The
Stardew
bucket
Valley.
wanted to learn to roller skate.
It's going to be great.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Wait, what?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Wait,
Even
no!
the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, or go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
I guess we're not going to Stardew yet.
He would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
They do have great bucket sapling. That's absolutely true. Okay. Does that mean we can't leave with the bucket? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
We'll see.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a member.
Yoink.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket.
There was a
bucket
turn-on
of
button.
culture
Should we try that,
and
Mermaid?
distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Can't go through here. Woo!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
We're gonna go to the
But
meeting
Stanley
room.
had felt
I'm gonna go the
bucket
other way.
calling
I want to
him,
see if it's any
telling
different.
him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
All right, let's go try turning it on this time. Let's see if that helps.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing present. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer
remembered.
luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
All right, we'll try to turn it on this time. Maybe we have some kind of weird Swiss system shutdown sort of thing. Or system startup thing. I don't know. Do we want to turn it on? Would that be good for us? Feels like it would be good for us.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Sometimes it looks like the bucket leaves me when it's dark. It's an unsettling
The lights
feeling.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
There you go.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
a shame.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
There's no 999.
The
That's so
bucket
sad.
had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled
It's a good
it
question,
gently,
Samantha. Why wouldn't you take
reassuring
it?
that everything would be fine.
Yeah, maybe we should try.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things?
No, Axolotl Man.
it
We're
didn't
getting
wish
back
to
to
do?
it.
What
We're in
kinds
Stardew
of
Valley right
things
now.
does a
This is
bucket
the
want
intro.
to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
There's numbers
But
on
as
these
the
buttons.
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Where's 4?
They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Anyone see button number 4 anywhere? I see 5. 1, 2, 3. Where could 4 be? Oh, it's up there. But it looks like it's locked. I can't get up there right now. Maybe I have to turn it on first. Yeah, let's try turning it on.
When at last they came to the... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What?
Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
What do you guys think? See, that's a dove, I think, and that's like an eagle. Yeah, there's seagulls. Which one? There's an eagle and a dove. Right? Oh, eagle, dove. We'll try the dove. Oh. Bingo.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him.
Duck! There's a
This
duck!
wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Huh. I guess we never had to go to Stardew Valley. Oh, wait. We're back at the beginning. I guess that's not it. All right.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
I'm going to try without the bucket this time. Maybe we're strong enough.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I feel so naked without my bucket. Interesting. Maybe the broom closet's different.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, without the bucket, I feel like I need the broom closet. Let's chill here for a minute.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason
It's
to
clearly
stay
not empty,
here.
narrator. Look, there's stuff in here. There's a wrench. There's another kind of wrench. Lots of wrenches, actually. I think that's a staple
It
gun.
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in
Duct
the broom
tape.
closet.
A
He
nail.
wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What do you call these things? Like a mop ringer?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please
Unfortunately
offer me
not.
some explanation
Sapling.
here. I'm genuinely confused.
Doesn't seem like it, at least. There's no way to click on anything.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
It's a great
Maybe
closet.
when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
You find it concerning, friends?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh, look. There's that quote again. It came back.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I think we can stay here a little longer. Stardew Valley death percent. Possibly. Hey, Piano, welcome in. Yeah, we got access to 1.6 a little bit early. And the intro is very long, and there's like lots of branching paths, which I was not expecting from the game at all. Yeah, you ain't kidding. I don't know if anything else is going to happen in here. Yeah, for those of you who do not know Piano, they are a wonderful streamer here on Twitch. They do lots of challenge runs for Stardew Valley and for other games as well. Oh, I mean, and speedruns as well is what I meant to say.
Ah,
right.
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
All right, well, we
Coming
did the
to a
closet.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We don't have the bucket now to support us. Let's see if we can still make it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Amazing. Not exactly a speedrunner. I spent 20 minutes in a broom closet.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, it was not coming out at first there. Okay. Hey, not leaks. Yeah, we're still in the intro right now. We're trying to get to the game.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No bucket to protect us. Let's
The
see how we
lights
do.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an
Just
employee
2 people are
in the
fired, huh?
building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Dang. And that's Joja for you.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
It's getting pretty intense again. Just want to go to Stardew Valley.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, we're turning it off. We're getting out of here. Let's go to Stardew Valley. No bucket here to distract us. Off.
Blackness.
Ooh.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
Was this the right choice?
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected
How did I
on
even
how
get
many
here?
puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Amazing.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley had done it. He had escaped his workplace and was on his way to Stardew Valley. Who knew what new adventures would await him there?
Huh. I guess we got out, didn't we? Okay, look at that. Everything else seems normal so far, at least. Oh yeah, I forgot we chose the Riverland Farm. This is Booba Farm. Honestly, it looks pretty good compared to some of the other farms. Ah! I did not realize that Lewis was inside your house to start with. That's pretty crazy. This all looks the same so far. It's been a while since I've done the intro, but... Looks extremely impractical. We need the sprite more often. Look at the Robin sprite is so cute with the pouting look on the face. That needs to be used more. Look at how cute that pouting face is. Just... Okay, we're in the game. I assume. Better than Leah sprites? Fight me, mermaid. Ooh, is this house new? I don't think so, right? All right, well, I've been streaming for about 2 hours, so I do think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I guess we only really got to see the intro, but maybe next time we'll dig into some of the more game mechanics or changing in 1.6. We can see some of the things that are going on. Onion, welcome in. Good timing. So we're going to raid out here in just a second here. Let's go ahead and figure out who's live. Sorry, Onion. Onion, your new emotes are out. Did you see your new emotes? They look so nice. Look at them. Look at them. Yeah, Piano. I wouldn't lie like that. This is the Riverland farm. There's no new farm types added that I could see. In fact, the intro screen looked basically the same. Ooh, there's actually quite a few people live right now. Okay, like literally everyone is live right now. Let's see here. You know what? I haven't had a chance to raid Frazzle yet, and Frazzle is live right now. So let's go ahead and raid Frazzle, send all the cool people on over there to hang out. Doing 999 streaming. So if you guys haven't had a chance to see 999 streaming today, Frazzle is here to give you what you need. So even though I'm not going to be doing the challenge today, you can watch Frazzle. So can't tell if you're joking? Oh no, it's fine. All right, let's go ahead and put up our ending stream screen here. Thanks everyone so much for hanging out today. I'm going to put the music back on. There we go. I just turned it off for the intro. Okay. All right, everyone. Have yourselves... Oh. Thank you all so much for being here today. I think I have to click this button first. Yeah, get the raid ready. And have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and April 1st. I will see you all in the future. Bye, Onion. Bye, Axolotl Man. Bye, Mermaid. Bye, Leaks. Bye, some random teen. Bye, Tonya. Bye, Sapling. Bye, Mermaid. I already said that. Bye, Piano. Go ahead and copy the raid message if you can. We can actually, I have to switch that because butt meat is a follower emote now. So even followers can use the butt meat, but not the pet, sadly. Okay, go ahead and copy the raid messages. Say hi to Frazzle. Bye, Steph. And everyone, have a wonderful day. I'll see you all in the future. Bye for now.